In today's video, we're going to be calculating the distance between 2 points on a graph. And how we're going to do that is we're going to draw a right triangle on a graph and use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for the distance. So in this problem below, it says graph a right triangle with 2 points forming the hypotenuse. Using the sides, find the distance between the 2 points to the nearest tenth if necessary. So 7, -2, and 1, -7. So actually, these are graphed already for us. We don't have to graph these points. But what I do have to graph is the right triangle. So it says click twice to draw a line. Click a segment to erase it. All right. Hopefully, I don't have to erase. So I'm going to draw a right triangle. So I'm going to click. Kind of did that backwards, right? So you click here and then click here and you make a right triangle, okay? So now what you have to do below is answer the question. So the legs, okay? It doesn't matter which leg is which, okay? You know the legs consist of the two sides that make up the right angle. So this is one leg and this is the other leg. All right, so leg one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to click in here, type in 6. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So leg 2 is 5. Now I'm going to calculate the distance by using Pythagorean Theorem. So remember Pythagorean Theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a squared plus b squared is the legs and c squared is the hypotenuse or the diagonal. Okay, in this case, over here, right, this would be the diagonal of if it was a rectangle. All right, so my side lengths were 6 and 5. So on the side, I'm going to write over here, and I'm actually going to show you a shortcut in the calculator to figure this out. So we have 6 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. 6 squared is 36, plus 5 squared is 25. 36 plus 25 is 61. Find the square root of both sides. And the square root of 61. Square root of 61 is 7.8. Okay. Now, a shortcut way to do it. Now, you only could do this when you were trying to find the hypotenuse of an equation. So I'm going to go back to this. Instead of doing these steps, a quicker way to do it is first, you definitely need to write this out. 6 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. And then what you could do, if your calculator allows you this, some calculators don't, I know the Desmos does, is use this part right here and find the square root right at the beginning. And so all I would have to do is type this part into the calculator and maybe I'll get the same answer. So 6 squared and 5 squared. 6 squared plus 5 squared. Bam, same exact answer. So a little quicker shortcut way to do this. So it's 7.8 is your answer. And I'm going to, about 7.8. So I'm going to go back to this. 7.8. That's a bit. There we go. All right, let's look at another one. All right, -1, -1, -7, -9. Click, 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 click. Legs, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting the number of boxes. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put in my calculator, 6 squared plus 8 squared. I'm just going to change this number right here. Boom, boom. And you get 10. Oh, a nice even answer. All right. Let's do one more. Oh, yeah. This one goes across several. All right. Click. 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 And it doesn't actually really matter how you draw the rectangle. Or sorry, the rectangle. The right triangle, right? I'm going to actually delete this if I can. Yep. Awesome. You could do it this way as well, and you would still get the same answer. Okay. All right. So leg one. All right. Again, it doesn't matter which leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put my thing. Ooh, not that. Wrong page. 7 and 8. So I'm just going to adjust this. 7 squared plus 8 squared is about 10.6. So use those shortcuts when you can, but definitely show your work on paper when you're plugging into the formula. At least do that for these. You can't really do this when you're solving for the legs, but when you are graphing and solving for the hypotenuse, you can use this formula. All right, I'm just going to submit my answer. All right. So again, you only can do this when you're given the legs. If you're given the hypotenuse, you can't type it all in one shot here. Okay, but our Desmos calculators lets us be able to do that. All right. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and always remember, whether you're solving for X or Y, always give math a try.